A sprawling mansion basks in the sun, its manicured lawns masking a deeper unease. Arthur, impeccably dressed yet burdened, watches the scene unfold with a weary detachment. In a humble part of town, a small shack stands, watched over by Ben, his cheerful demeanor shining as bright as the day. A genuine smile lights up Ben's face, reflecting the simple joys found in his modest garden. Arthur sits alone at his desk, surrounded by symbols of success, yet his eyes reflect a deep emptiness. In the quiet of his shack, Ben enjoys a simple meal, bathed in the soft glow of candlelight. Surrounded by his books and crafts, a sense of contentment fills the small space. In the dim light, he appears serene, a portrait of simple happiness. Arthur arrives at the park, a stark contrast to his surroundings. Ben strolls through the park, his smile radiating warmth as he greets passers-by. Arthur observes Ben, a quiet curiosity sparking in his eyes as he watches Ben interact with others. Ben's gaze meets Arthur's, and he offers a friendly nod. In the open park, Arthur pauses, caught off guard by a moment of unexpected warmth. He responds with an awkward nod, unfamiliar with such unadorned kindness. In the quiet of his mansion, Arthur struggles to focus on the words before him, his mind drifting. Ben's genuine smile repeatedly invades Arthur's thoughts, disrupting his concentration. The story fades as the memory of Ben's smile pulls Arthur further from the present. In the quiet of his shack, Ben fills the night with a simple, joyful tune. The harmonica sings a melody of pure contentment. Arthur walks down an unfamiliar street, his discomfort palpable. Arthur accidentally collides with Ben outside his shack. Groceries scatter across the ground. Ben watches as his groceries spill. Arthur's face flushes with mortification as he tries to assist Ben, his hands clumsy. Groceries scatter around Ben's feet, a testament to the awkwardness of the moment. Ben laughs with genuine warmth. "No worries, friend. Happens to the best of us." Ben introduces himself. Arthur introduces himself, his eyes betraying a hint of surprise at Ben's odd calm. In silent understanding, they gather the groceries. The mundane task offers a strange contrast to the heavy tension lingering between them. Ben extends a welcoming gesture, inviting Arthur into his humble abode. Arthur cautiously enters Ben's shack, drawn by the simplicity of the space. The rich aroma of brewing tea envelops Arthur as he steps inside. Arthur scans Ben's shack, his unease palpable. Ben exudes warmth, slowly melting Arthur's initial discomfort. They talk about their lives. Arthur's eyes scan Ben's humble shack, a world away from his own gilded cage. Ben smiles, taking a sip of tea, a portrait of contentment in simplicity. Arthur's face betrays his inner turmoil, a blend of confusion and envy. Arthur gestures grandly, leading Ben toward his opulent mansion. Ben's eyes widen slightly, overwhelmed by the mansion's sheer size and lavish display. He maintains a composed demeanor, despite the obvious display of wealth. Arthur gestures grandly, a practiced smile never faltering as he guides Ben through his lavish mansion. Sunlight dances across polished surfaces and priceless artwork, showcasing Arthur's wealth. Ben follows, his face unreadable, his eyes calmly taking in the ostentatious display. Sunlight floods Arthur's mansion, revealing motes of dust dancing in the air as Arthur stands silently by the fireplace. He swirls the amber liquid in his glass, his expression a mask. Ben watches, his concern growing. "You seem unhappy, Arthur, even with all this." Arthur visibly reels from Ben's blunt honesty, a flicker of vulnerability briefly exposing his inner turmoil. In a moment of raw honesty, Arthur whispers, I feel lost, Ben, unfulfilled." Arthur and Ben stroll through the park, their friendship solidifying with each step. Arthur's attire reflects his newfound ease, each step lighter than the last. His face, once burdened, now shines with the simple joy of companionship. In the park, Ben gestures vividly, sunlight filtering through the leaves. He points to a squirrel darting up a tree, a bird soaring above. Arthur watches a glimmer of understanding sparking in his eyes. They sit on a bench, a peaceful silence enveloping them. Arthur's office now reflects a commitment to community service, replacing symbols of opulence with purpose. Bathed in sunlight, Arthur and Ben share laughter and camaraderie amidst the rich soil of Ben's garden. Covered in dirt, they exude pure happiness. Amidst the vibrant community garden, Arthur and Ben unite diverse volunteers in a shared endeavor. The garden thrives, a testament to the power of collaboration and shared vision. Bathed in sunlight, the vibrant community garden comes to life. Arthur stands among the flourishing rows, a genuine smile gracing his face. A wave of peace washes over him as Arthur realizes that true happiness comes from giving back to the community and connecting with others. Arthur's mansion is filled with diverse guests, celebrating community. The atmosphere pulses with warmth and inclusivity, a haven for all. Laughter and music mingle, binding souls in collective joy. Arthur stands tall, a newfound light in his eyes. He looks directly at Ben, sincerity etched on his face. "Ben, I want to thank you. You've shown me the true meaning of life." Ben smiles, knowing he has changed Arthur's life. Beneath the relentless sun, Arthur approaches Ben's weathered shack, a promise sealed within the package he carries. The shack stands defiant against time, enveloped by a garden overgrown. Ben is deeply moved by Arthur's actions. He understands the profound impact of their friendship on both of their lives. Arthur and Ben sit on a bench, watching the sunset. Sunlight streams through the trees as Arthur sits alone on a park bench, lost in thought. His eyes reflect a deep contemplation as he observes the passers-by. Arthur murmurs, "I used to think that money could buy happiness, but I was wrong." Sunlight dances through the leaves, painting the park in a mosaic of light and shadow as Ben relaxes on a bench. A gentle smile graces Ben's face as he reflects on life's simple truths. He muses, "Happiness is not about what you have, but who you are and who you share your life with." In a sun-drenched office, Arthur sits across from his financial advisor, a decision hanging in the balance. Papers litter the mahogany desk, symbols of a life's work. Arthur's voice cuts through the silence. "I want to donate a significant portion of my wealth to charity." Sunlight pierces through the aged shack, revealing a tender moment. Ben, with a weathered face and gentle eyes, kneels, guiding children in the art of planting. The children's faces light up with curiosity, watching Ben's every move. Under the radiant sun, the community garden thrives, its colorful rows symbolizing unity and growth. Arthur, his weathered hands nurturing life, gently tends to a tomato plant. Nearby, Ben, with youthful energy, meticulously weeds a patch of lettuce. Each movement tells a story of dedication, their hands the heart of this vibrant sanctuary. Arthur sits alone in his mansion, a faint smile playing on his lips as the silence of the night envelops him. The mansion no longer echoes with emptiness, it pulses with a quiet resonance of memories. Shared laughter with Ben, earnest faces of those they've helped, the tangible impact of friendship these images flicker in Arthur's mind. In the warm glow of the kerosene lamp, Ben sits among his friends and family, the room filled with laughter and love. Simple bread and stew become a feast, shared with smiles that light up the humble shack. The small shack vibrates with echoing laughter, the aroma of home-cooked food mingling with the palpable feeling of friendship. Arthur and Ben walk through the park, their conversation weaving through the air. They walk together, united by a shared humanity that transcends their differences. Sunlight filters through the trees, creating a tranquil scene as Arthur sits next to Ben on a park bench. Arthur turns to Ben, a heartfelt expression on his face, and says, "I'm grateful for your friendship, Ben. You've changed my life." Sunlight casts a warm glow through the trees as Ben faces Arthur, a gentle smile lighting up his features. Ben speaks softly, "And you've changed mine, Arthur. We've both learned valuable lessons from each other." A silent acknowledgement passes between them, promising resilience against the tides of time. Bathed in the warm glow of the afternoon sun, the park transforms into a canvas of gold and amber. Arthur enters the hospital room, a sense of solemnity hanging in the air. Ben lies in the hospital bed, his body frail but his spirit unbroken. A smile graces Ben's face, a testament to a life lived fully. In the solemn quiet of the hospital room, Arthur sits, his heart heavy with unspoken words as he clutches Ben's hand. Tears cascade down Arthur's face, each drop a testament to his profound sorrow and gratitude. In a voice choked with emotion, Arthur whispers, "Thank you, Ben, for everything you've taught me." The stark white walls of the hospital room seem to press in, as the faint, rhythmic beeping of machines echoes. Ben's voice, a fragile whisper, barely breaks through the mechanical hum. "Don't be sad, Arthur. I'm leaving this world a better place because of you." At Ben's graveside, Arthur stands among friends and family, a heavy silence filled with love and remembrance. Arthur's voice breaks the silence. "We're gathered here today not to mourn Ben's death, but to celebrate his life." He continues, his voice thick with emotion. Ben touched so many lives with his kindness and his infectious spirit. With finality, Arthur declares, "He may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. Arthur works in the community garden, a promise kept and a life dedicated to others. Each seed planted is a silent tribute to Ben, a bond unbroken by death. The garden flourishes as Arthur continues to honor Ben's memory. Bathed in the warm hues of the setting sun, Arthur sits on a park bench, lost in reflection. Though solitude surrounds him, Arthur finds comfort in the echoes of cherished memories, his heart full. The lessons of an unlikely friendship resonate deeply within him, revealing the true wealth found not in riches, but in love.